Lesbians.
Oh, lesbians.
Lesbians.
Lesbians. Yeah, lesbians.
Lesbians.
What happened? Where's my video? What happened?
I don't know. We
Where's
lost
my
it at
video?
the end.
Now, Vex, what you're going to want to do when you kill the humans is to rip off their arms in front of the children. The screams. All right, well, Chainsaw Man.
That was a great opening, Red.
I just forgot how much I love this fucking intro where he's just like, I mean, their goal is literally to cause a scene, so it's like, now listen up. When we murder...
Higher voices, better screams.
Better screams. I don't know why, but I imagine this guy is like really, maybe not Southern, but like, let me think. Foghorn. Okay, I imagine this guy is like a calmer version of like Foghorn Leghorn from like, nah, son, listen here. You're pissing right in the center of the bowl. It's right in the middle of the night, and you're making a damn mess.
Why did we devolve into piss porn?
No, but I mean, I like to imagine. That's how I read him, though. He's just like, now listen up. Our orders are to make the higher voices, better screams. And I also, he's very good at like interjecting personality in like the littlest ways, right? Like, so you have Sword Devil guy who's just very like, what have I gotten myself into? But like, he's so stupid that he's like, well, I guess it's God's messaging, so I'm not doing anything wrong, right? and then you have Goggles bitch over here who's just like, I'm actually 84 years old, motherfucker. 82.
And you did confirm in the Discord that you would knock the cobwebs off that pussy.
You're damn straight. Look at her. Look at her. Literally.
Better you than me.
Listen, the only reason that fucking the elderly is a problem is because they're old. Okay? And why is age a problem? Because they get physically unattractive, right? So, like, what does it matter if they're not, you know what I mean? Like at that point, unironically, age is just a number, right? If they, like, you know what I mean? Like, oh boy, it's like
somebody clip that and DM it to me so I can blackmail Red with it.
Right, but in this context, I'm using it for old people, right? That's problematic if you're saying it about like a 14-year-old, but if it's an 82-year-old that happens to be still hot as fuck, I don't think anyone's gonna knock you for that. I'll be honest.
That is fair. That is
right.
Fair.
I mean, if it's like, dude. I mean, have you seen? I'm trying to think. Like okay, a MILF, right? She's literally just like the ultimate GILF. Because like, what kind of MILFs do people find attractive? Usually, it's not people who actually look like real mothers that have, you know what I mean? Like most people aren't going out looking for like the wrinkly, you know, like people like MILFs that like, oh, she's a mom, she's like in her 40s, but she looks like a bombshell in her like upper 20s, and she's still got like perky, firm tits and shit. You know, that's the point.
Listen, the GILF for me would be Jamie Lee Curtis. Okay, that's where I draw.
Exactly right. Who's about to play Kureha? So you're about to see her in the sluttiest outfit you've ever seen her in. But yeah, so same thing with her. I mean, plus she's quirky and stupid, and I love her. Are you kidding me? She's just funny and she's sassy, and I love that this guy's like, all right, everybody, one last cigarette break. He says for himself because no one else is smoking, and then he's like, all right, everybody, put out your cigarettes, and they're like, no one else is smoking. That's just like,
you are the one taking the extra 15-minute break that you're breaking the rules for your workplace in.
Sometimes you need a little bit of nicotine to muster up the courage to murder children. You know?
Yeah, me hitting my puff bar.
Yeah. But for you, it was going into the Amazon warehouse, and for this guy, it's murdering children.
Is there a difference?
I mean, that's a really deep socio-economic question you've just asked. At least you're not, what is it? Is it Nestle that uses chocolate slave labor? Little Oompa Loompas children?
Yeah, little Oompa Loompas.
Oompa Loompa.
Well, not ironically, literally.
I'm trying to think of like some sort of funny, wacky Oompa Loompa rhyme that involves suicide nets.
I can't think of one off the top of my head. Comment one down in the comments. Please.
Oompa Loompa doopa dee doo. We jump off building, ghost splat. No, wait, hold on. We jump off building, turn into goo. And then Oompa Loompa, doopity doo. Now there's a net, so we say boo.
There to catch you.
Oh, that's way better. You're beautiful. All right. Put it in. Email it to Nestle.
Oh God.
Incredible, incredible. You know, dude, I came up with the first verse. You came up with the second verse. I want to join your band. Hit me up.
Okay, I'll have
Okay.
you.
Yeah, yeah,
I'll
yeah. What?
guest verse on a new
Yeah.
album
Hey,
sometime. That'll
man.
be nice.
My middle school computer teacher told me that I should join choir. So I'm pretty good.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. So
So
anyway.
like I really do want to comment more on her outfit here because it is the coolest thing. You remember the short stack that was with Ryuko and fucking Kill the Kill? I can't remember her goddamn name. Unironically reminds me of her when
You
she was
talking
doing the
about
like
oh god.
the one that just fawned over her boobs
I love
constantly.
her. Yeah, I love her too. Allie would know that. Special guest Allie. Everybody give a round of applause. Do you got any hot takes you want to drop while you're here? Hot anime takes?
About like Kill la Kill?
Literally anything. Girl opinion. We're new segment on the show. Girl opinion. Girl opinion hour.
Studio Trigger is probably one of my favorite and I think one of the best animation studios.
That wasn't a hot take though. You gotta piss people off. That's just positivity. What do you hate? Something that everyone loves that you hate.
Something I love that everyone hates.
No, wait, other way around. Something
Wait.
you hate that everyone loves. Something you hate that everyone else loves. You can still hear me, right, David? Or Vex? I want to make sure I didn't.
Yeah,
accidentally-
I can.
All right.
I am actually shocked your mic is not shit out again yet.
Allie's too nice for this.
I mean that makes sense. Allie being too nice, that's pretty common.
Wait, what's your toxic? Surely you got some like toxic like.
I'm a pro shipper.
What's your most toxic ship?
Oh god.
Oh no.
Tell yourself now.
Oh
I
no.
don't know what the most toxic one is. There's a lot of like Vash and Nye.
Oh yeah, and Trigun, she likes Vash and Knives, his brother.
What the fuck?
And you believe that they both have pussies, isn't that right? That's true. Yeah, that's canon. Because they're not humans, they're plants. So they would both have pussies for some weird lot.
All plants are female.
Is that real?
Pretty much.
Do you hear that?
They're never depicted as males.
Oh god.
Okay. All right.
Oh god.
Allie, ladies and gentlemen. Woo.
That is cursed, and I'm sure there's hentai of that.
Oh yeah, she's making it right now.
Oh no. Please do not retweet that from the Control Chaos Twitter.
If she does, I mean, I retweet her art all the time, but she's a coward and she doesn't put her lewd stuff on Twitter, even though I try to get her to.
Do it. I want
know,
to piss
right?
off the Trigon fandom.
The Dragon fan is pretty chill, as far as I can tell.
I just got done pissing off the One Piece fandom and the Zom 100 fandom and the Kagura Buchi fandom.
How did you piss off the One Piece fandom? What did you say? I'll judge if it's worthy of being pissed off about.
The only reason that they hate filler is the fact that it's not as well paced as fucking Bleach, and they got all up in arms.
Oh yeah, Bleach's filler was great because they chose to actually like commit to like 3 years. People get pissed about that, but that's like the best type of filler because then you can just skip it and it didn't fuck with the canon.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
The fact that we have to have one pace and Naruto Kai
Literally.
pisses me off.
By the way, squad, fucking Quan is back. I had to like triple take. I was like, "Is this Quan? Like, is it really fucking Quan? Is it happening?" Ah!
Every lesbian needs a good suit. Okay.
Dude, yeah, literally. Like there's a lot of fan art of people like shipping Quan with like the circle glasses girl. I'm gonna call her Gojo glasses girl. Because like as a there's a lot of funny artwork where she cuts off her head and she's like, wait a minute, that girl's kind of cute actually. And then she like asks her disembodied head on the floor like, hey, you want to get dinner later? And she's like, yeah, sure, why not?
Oh God, yes.
Also, did you see the thing where people were able to figure out how long it took her to cut them in half? It was like 3 seconds because it has all the different bongs of like the clock striking 5.
Oh my God, I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, you can see the bong. It was bong, bong, bong. So like the first, she cuts them all in like 1 second, and the second bong is him being, and is the sword devil being like, "Why you?" And the third bong, she like punches his fucking head. I know she cuts it, but it looks like she punches his fucking head off.
I'm just going through here really quick.
Yeah, see the bongs.
Kind of. to see the bongs. Oh my god, it is literally 3 fucking seconds.
God, do you remember the fucking shit she did in part 1? This is nothing compared to that.
Well, I mean, it was a challenge then. This is just a bunch of kids
Well, I
being
guess
dumbasses.
At the very least, they're hybrids, and those were like rando dolls, right? So I mean, like, I guess theoretically these guys should have better reaction time, but Quan is Quan. You know?
Right, I mean, this is legitimately the top of the verse.
Yeah. Mr. Top of the Verse calls himself Mr. Top of the Verse because he once tried to date the actual Top of the Verse and he got rejected. So he
Yeah,
begrudgingly.
well, I mean, she's only into women, and she made that clear.
Ugh.
She didn't really lead him along. He just didn't really.
She didn't know
You
yet.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that little comic because like she keeps rejecting him, but you can tell that she's like.
She doesn't know why.
Yeah, she's just like, no, I don't like it. It makes me feel uncomfortable. And then later she's like, you know what? It was never your fault. It's not like you were being weird or creepy about it. You were super respectful about it. I just am not into men. I love that. If you don't know what we're talking about, there's a little bonus comic about like Kishibe trying to ask her out. It's very cute. But yeah, speaking of Kishibe too, my first thought with Quan being here is that I feel like we have to be closer to Kishibe actually showing up.
Yeah, I mean, we have the Special Division 7 coming in. So you would think he would be involved in this in some regard.
Well, it makes you want to go. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Because he's like kind of in charge of the division, the Special Division. So he would have to be involved in this in some way, you would think.
I either need to do a reread or I need to go through the wiki because I need to remember, like, I'm guessing the last time we saw Quan, like with a lot of these hybrids, was when she was under control of Makima, but I don't know if we ever saw her after that. So I'm guessing that when Makima was defeated, Kishibe came in and like wrapped a bunch of shit up, right? I mean, so my thought process, and let me know in the comments if I'm forgetting something because like I don't know why I have a tendency to kind of like let details slip through in this series, but like I remember in the arc where Quan first showed up, there was a situation where Kishibe and Quan got to like sit at that table and talk for a second, and Kishibe tried to convince Quan like, hey, let's work together and take down Makima. And Quan was on her like nihilism arc at the time, and she was like, nah, I'm good. I don't care. I just want to fuck my brainless harem. And then he's like, damn, that sucks. And so I wonder if the experience of getting like straight brainwash controlled by Makima potentially, because I'm getting the vibe that like maybe Quan has changed slightly, right? In like a realistic way, not like a full 180, but like maybe she's gone from like full 100% nihilism to like 90% nihilism, right? Like that's I almost, because again, clearly she's working with the government, right? So that's a huge step. That's huge.
So division, I'm on the wiki right now for you.
Yeah.
So Division 1 is what Kishibe was involved in, which merged with Division 4, which was the one that like Power and Aki and all of them are in. Division 5 is where the Makima's like zombie versions of them were at, right? And Division 7 is Yoshida's thing that's kind of keeping eye on Denji now.
Okay. So, I mean, like, I have to assume that Kishibe was involved in, like, recruiting her. Because, I mean, like, there are two options here, right? Because the only way that they got her to move in part 1 was to make her a deal, right? I mean, if I remember correctly, it was the Chinese government that was like, all right,
correct.
What do you want? And then she was like, human rights for my harem. But now, I mean, I don't remember fully, but I'm assuming that her harem is dead, right? And didn't they all get fucked up by Makima?
I am pulling that back up, but I do believe all of them are dead.
I mean, I remember seeing some of them. Like, I remember the whole permission to kill myself from one of them in hell. I can't remember if Kishibe fucked up some of them. I don't remember exactly if we got confirmed, but like, if they're dead, I think that would be huge for her character, because that would show like, okay, she's moving on from that like vice that was holding her back. You know what I mean? Like yeah.
So, Jesus Christ, she had 4.
I don't know. Look up Halloween Bitch, because last time I remember because Halloween Bitch is the one who took down. I shouldn't call her bitch. That's mean of me. Halloween Girl is who took down Doll Devil, if I remember correctly. The Doll Devil, the girl that was contracted with Doll Devil, because that was the.
So
you'll think of nothing but Halloween.
Pingstree, the
yes.
one of them,
Because they're all fiends,
dead.
right? They're not hybrids, so
Yeah.
they wouldn't be fully immortal. So if they got like sliced to bits, they'd be dead.
Deceased. Cosmo is Halloween. Deceased.
They
The
all- okay.
zombie chick is also deceased. So they are all deceased.
Wait, so how do they die? Did we ever see how they died?
They all kind of died in that little arc.
Does it say
After
how they
s-
died in the wiki?
Santa Claus bit. Santa Claus.
Oh,
Long
one of them
was-
probably died from darkness. Darkness, because one of them was in hell with them. I remember one of them was like permission to kill myself.
Yeah. Believe it has to be long because that is the one that doesn't have
check
any
into
like
it. I'll try to go back and
confirmed.
see how they died. But if it is confirmed that they're dead, then I think that's huge. Now, is the Halloween one dead as well?
All of them are dead. All
How
four
did
of
the
them.
Halloween one die? I just last thing I remember from Halloween was that she was fucking absolutely bopping Doll Devil.
Cosmo is still beheaded by Makima, along with
Oh.
Quan Chi and Tsukahagi, which is the
Oh,
cute
that's
little
when she
zombie
says a
chick.
corpse is walking, right?
Mhm.
A corpse is talking or whatever she says. Okay, yeah. So that's huge then, right? So her harem's gone. Okay, so picture
Yep.
this: her harem's gone. She probably falls into like an even further nihilism and depression. Then Makima takes her over and uses her in the final fight. Makima gets fucking digested by Denji. She loses that brain control, and then Kishibe probably is like, okay. You didn't want to listen to me earlier. Are you willing to now? You see,
Exactly.
You see the fucking damage she caused. You see what she did to you. She turned you into her fucking dog. And and Kwan's probably like, well, normally I'd be okay with that. Hubba hubba, but
Hot woman, and I was already on my low point, so she kind of just, groomed me into joining her squad
Yeah.
here.
No. But all jokes aside, I think that I'm getting the vibe of a changed woman to an extent with Kwan. And I think the big like seal the deal moment for me is her doing the RAR, because like the chapter's named that, which means that that's like the focal point, right? Like Fujimoto wants to kind of put in there that that's like an important part, right? RAR. And I know that seems dumb, but it's like the fact that it's spelled like that, like she's using like lolcat internet memer speak, right? It like it's like cutesy, right? It reminds me of like something that like an anime convention girl would say. So like
Yeah.
to me,
Then there's me turning it into like scene culture version of her on Twitter.
oh yeah. Well, to me, the way I'm reading into this is that there's a bit more joy and happiness to her. I think it's subtle and just a little bit, but like I get the vibe. You know what I mean? Like she didn't just say "scram, kid" or "beat it" or "get out of here." She decided to be cute with it and be like, "Rar,
Rar."
and to me, that shows me that like I don't think Part 1 Kwan would have even bothered. She was like so.
She would have just fucking yeeted the shit out of him.
She probably would have just disgusting looked at him, walked away, or been like, "Get out of here now," or I just.
Or just kicked him in the head.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. I just feel like there's a little bit more humanity there. I feel like the troubles and the hardships she's gone through has brought her out a better person, and I think Kishibe probably has something to do with that. An old friend kind of picking her up at her lowest point. So that's how I like to imagine it.
Oh, absolutely. I kind of agree with you there. I think might be a little bit more to this deal. Maybe the promise of a new harem. Maybe
I hope not. That'd be a bit of a character regression in my mind. I think she should probably be going towards newer goals. I mean, it's possible, because like Fujimoto writes very realistic characters, so it's possible that she's just falling back into her old shit. But like, I hope that it's something new for her.
Oh, absolutely. I'm kind of torn because I want to see her, find a little bit of happiness, and she seemed to be extremely happy with her harem. But I don't want her to,
I
like...
didn't get that vibe at all. You need to reread Part 1. Her harem was like
It was a coping mechanism, but it was, like, also a good, like, part of therapy for her, possibly.
I don't agree. I think if you go back and read those chapters, it was, like, I mean, even when she's having sex, and, like, those chats, she is, like, emotionless. Like, it's clear she's going through the motions. Like, it didn't even look like coming brought her any joy. You know what I mean? Like literally, like, to me, she looked like an empty vessel. Throughout the entirety of Part 1. This RAR moment is like the first time I've seen her show anything. So
That's a fair analysis.
that's just my thing. I believe that she did love them. You know what I mean? Like there's a reason she wanted human rights for them. She didn't just want them to be sex slaves. But I do feel like I don't know. I feel like it was some weird dominating kink that she had, right? Because otherwise, why not just use
You
like
can dominate me.
sure, but why not just like fuck actual people, right? I mean, like why do you guys have to be like fiends that you can? It seems like a strange coping mechanism from her.
That's fair.
I don't think it was healthy. I think she needs to move on from whatever the fuck that was.
She could always just, well, never mind. I think there'd be like a bit of an issue with her and Asa, maybe. But maybe
I don't think
she
that.
just like
She's too dommy for Asa.
Yoru though.
Yeah. Yoru's secretly kind of a baby. You know, like Yoru puts on a tough act, but she's very like, like if you hurt her feelings at all.
She'd be
That's
very
my
subby.
My perception of Yoru, yeah, bratty sub. My perception of Yoru, I will never forget that chapter where Asa was like, "You're not the fucking sharpest tack in the drawer, are you?" And then Yoru, for like 3 pages straight, is like, "Excuse me, are you calling me stupid? Take it back now." It's just like Yoru is sensitive, man.
Yeah, that's why I think it would be kind of a good role there between them.
What are you
somebody
talking
to.
about? Do not ship Asa and Quan. What a random out of nowhere shit. You're being Twitter right now. You need to stop.
There's my toxic take. Yoru needs someone, okay? And if she can't have Asa forever because Asa will end up with Denji, then
yeah, if when Yoru separates from Asa, I'm sure Quan would have no qualms in fucking the literal manifestation of the concept of war.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You're on board with it.
Yeah. I thought you meant Asa and Yoru. No, Yoru separated from Asa? Sure. I'm sure she would. Clearly, Quan enjoys fucking demons on some like guts shit. By the way, I'm reading Berserk with Dylan. The first chapter, he's like fucking a succubus. Have you ever seen that chapter?
Yes.
Yeah, and he's like, "Gotcha, bitch," and he blows her head off while he's like balls deep in her. I'm like, damn, that's a hell of a way to introduce your main character.
Right. I'm glad you're enjoying it.
Yeah. I mean, you already know what I'm enjoying, and it's Puck, cute little fucker. I love him. Puck's like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I've been reading it as I've been traveling, and Luke is almost caught up with it, and I'm just because I read it originally in like early college, so watching Luke lose his goddamn mind as it progresses is bringing me some sort of sick thrill.
Yeah, I'm excited to see more. Yeah, all I've seen is him fuck up that like snake demon guy.
Oh, you're so early in, and it's just it's trauma. The manga. If you think this is trauma, that's so much.
So before we get to the very end here, there's one other thing that I think is very important to mention. We were talking about it, I think, a bit in the Discord, but like it immediately, I was like, snapped my attention. I was like, what the fuck? Her being 82 and looking like that implies that the Denji is immortal now. Like, I mean, and we knew he couldn't die, but I didn't realize he couldn't age either. You know, that's a different type of immortality, right? So like Denji is going to be like eternally the age he is biologically. You know what I mean? And like all pedo jokes aside, he will eternally be 16, like physically, right? Luckily for him, he became Chainsaw Man post puberty. Otherwise, that would be problematic. So at least he could fuck, I guess.
Exactly. Like I'm very happy that he's at least not
able to fuck. I agree.
He's not completely in that problematic state because manga does tend to be hella weird.
I thought the same
even
thing.
with this fucking.
I'm really happy that he's not like I'm woo. I look like a 10-year-old, but I'm 1,000 years old. You know that classic manga shit.
Not a Kana level.
Exactly. Yeah. But it's interesting, right? I mean, like I didn't even consider that, but like that Denji. I mean, that's gonna be really hard for him to have a normal life. He's gonna look like a teenager his whole damn life, probably, maybe, right? I mean, that's interesting.
Yeah. So.
I mean, do you have any thoughts on that?
With the, I was responding to a message there.
Sorry.
With that little bit of information, it kind of makes you wonder, like, how many more of our characters do tend to fall into the immortal status now?
Hybrids.
Yeah, well, just hybrids.
So okay, hybrids are literally immortal. The devils die and go to hell. They're in that rebirth.
Right.
Cycle. So it's hell, back to Earth, hell, back to Earth. Fiends are
So that's like
fiends are semi-immortal. This was explained by Kishibe in part 1. Fiends are semi-immortal, but so like they can handle a lot of cutting, but they will die eventually. You know, so like you can kill Power, you can kill her harem, and then
you can kill these fucking idiots,
and then of course humans will just die. So I mean, like devils will go to hell,
and then go through that instantaneous or that infinite cycle
it really
of
is just hybrids
birth and
that,
death.
like, literally can't die.
Yeah, so that means, like, let me go down for a second in this wiki. I just want to clarify something for my own sanity's sake. Well, she's technically classified as a fiend host, so Asa is not immortal.
Yes, I always wondered about that too. Yeah, I don't think she counts as a hybrid because she doesn't do the thing that hybrids do where they like, you know, like
exactly
like pull off her finger. You know what I mean? And like notice that all hybrids are weapons, right? It's not like whereas War Devil is the concept of war. So Fiend Host, yeah. So she's they have a unique thing kind of going on. It's kind of like, you know, so like Power was the Blood Devil who took over a dead body, whereas War did the same thing but kept her host alive as like a demon.
Right.
And now we know, and like I said, I'm pretty sure the reason she did that was because she needed the human emotions of Asa in order to facilitate the better weapon making.
Yeah, because she needed a functioning brain instead of like Power, who just progressively seemed to get stupider. But also a little bit smart.
Partly that, but also just the fact that her powers deal with, like, you know, the more guilt you feel over a thing, the better the weapon is. And if you're like an ageless, immortal being, you probably don't got a lot of guilt anymore.
Yeah, but like I was thinking this from also a little bit of a shipping perspective too. So there would be some tragedy if Denji and Asa did end up getting together as a couple, because he would get to witness her die essentially.
Oh yeah.
So depending on
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Yeah, I was thinking.
So like depending on if your kept her body alive, it would just turn into another version of Power, where it's a devil hosting a dead corpse at that point. So think how tragic that would be as time progressed for him, depending on the circumstances.
It's a classic Doctor Who thing. I mean, like, you know, like, oh, he can't fall in love with anyone because if he does, he has to watch them grow old, and from his perspective, in the blink of an eye, because he's lived thousands of years, you know?
Exactly.
So I mean, that's another tragic. I mean, we're just piling shit on top of Denji as to why he can never be happy, if you think about it.
Yeah. So I just I had to dive a little bit further into like what she's classified as.
No, that's a great thing to look into. And the only other thing to talk about is this whole like, and like I think that honestly, this was the goal of. And now we don't know for sure if Quan is working with Division 7 or some other division, but definitely the divisions were like looking for any excuse to take down the Chainsaw Man Church. It reminds me of I'm trying to think of an example.
She's listed as part of Division 7
is
right
she?
now.
Where does it say that?
In the wiki here.
How do they know that? Where does it fucking say? How can they just assume that?
I know, right? Like it's I guess it's inferred because of the last little bit there. Send in Division 7 20 minutes after the media coverage.
I guess that makes sense. Yeah, she's working with them. Okay. So that totally means that Yoshida was in contact with, and that would make sense that Yoshida would be in contact with Kishibe as well, because they also had like a brief interaction during that arc, and Yoshida or Kishibe probably got to see how talented Yoshida was in that, and like damn, he was like fist fighting with her, and getting back up, and so then he probably like personally recruited, because didn't he? Was it Kishibe that asked Yoshida? Because Kishibe was going around asking everybody, and they were all like, "Nah." Like,
it was Kishibe that approached Yoshida, and then Yoshida
was like, "Nah, I'm too busy fucking bitches at college, high school, I guess."
And then he finally just succumbed to it, and then put up the most fight with Quan.
He probably got a really, really good offer, like money wise. I mean, it's the vibe I'm getting. But because I mean, he really did not seem, because the vibe I got from Yoshida in part 1 was that he was taking like contract jobs here and there to pay the bills, right?
Yep.
Because like, when they were like, "Hey, do you want to do some like greater shit?" and he was like, "Nah, I got classes, bro." But like now that
he classes,
seems like he's doing like full-time division or public safety division stuff. So I have a feeling that Yoshida was like, "Listen, man, got the best package for you, best benefits. You never have to fucking work a boring ass day job in your life. You're gonna be doing normal bitch shit. I got you on the safest goddamn mission. You literally all you gotta do, bro, is just watch Denji. All right.
Yeah, watch Shinji and make sure he doesn't turn into Chainsaw
Just
Man.
be his friend,
That's
bro.
it.
Well, actually, remember that even wasn't original. They let him turn into Chainsaw Man a couple times until the Falling Devil fucking like destroyed half the planet. And they're like, all right, you know what? We're blaming you for this.
I feel bad for Denji.
That's the vibe I
Like-
get, because at first it seemed like, because I have a feeling, again, like behind the scenes, you know, Kishibe is the one that's like, you let him live a normal life. You are not gonna fucking take him in and shit. And they're like, and then they're pushing back like, okay, but we at least have to stop him from turning into Chainsaw Man. And he's like, fucking fine, I guess I would do it. Yeah.
Yeah, and it seems like slowly all of the best hunters are kind of joining this Division 7 and, you know, protecting him so he doesn't get, you know, killed. Nyata doesn't get fucking killed. Asa doesn't get killed, you know.
Yeah, oh, I mean, yeah, exactly. I mean, they clearly had this place fucking SWAT surrounded. I mean, the fact that they were so on top of this before they even did this. Now it's interesting too, because you see they're doing like a media cover up, right? Because they report it as a shooting. This is actually really clever. Like they stop the terrorist act before it happens. They report it as if it did happen to give the government an excuse to raid the Chainsaw Man church. It reminds me a lot of like false flag operations to start like wars in real life, right? Like, oh, you know, I'm trying to think of an example. You know, like the
Like the nuclear shit back when we were growing up.
there's a better. I'll use the conspiracy theory. I don't believe in this conspiracy theory, but there's like a big conspiracy theory that like the government did 9/11 so that they could go to war, right, and get the oil and blah blah blah. I think it was more 9/11 happened because of the government's actions of provoking them, and then when it happened, they were like, "Sweet, free oil," right? I don't think.
There's definitely like levels to that probably, but yeah.
Point being, though, that's kind of what they're doing here. They're like, "Oh, crazy! It's a shooting! Wow! We're gonna, and then
We're gonna go blow up this church.
and then this poor little kid who we now know is confirmed to be one of Kobani's many brothers is like, all right, you didn't hear anything, did you? You didn't know about the weapons, right? You're not gonna talk, are you?
Please, master, look, I am just here because I like Denji. That's all.
It's crazy. Like, I mean, I will be honest. Like, there's a lot going on in part 2, man. Like, did you see that little? There was a YouTube short that like was recommended to me. Where it was called "Chainsaw Man Part 2 has lost the plot." Have you watched that?
I have not.
And like, I don't fully agree, because I do believe that it's like building to something, but I do agree that like it seems really all over the place. But then I kind of think back to part 1, and it was kind of similarly all over the place until it kind of all condensed.
Yeah, I
but
mean, this
like,
is a crazy series with a lot of ins and outs and a lot of analysis that needs to go into it. More so as it progresses, it's always been that way. Like going back through and rereading part 1 before part 2 started, or like shortly after it started. And I'll admit, like, I've forgotten little bits and pieces as we've progressed, and now we're almost into the end of where we were at for part 1. Because we're hitting, like, Bomb Devil almost to the Gun Fiend level of chapters right now.
I think, yeah, what I really need to do is I need to go back and reread all of part 2, because I've heard people are kind of, like, piecing stuff together from, like, rereading it. Like, remember that there's some sort of, like, plan, right? Like, I'm trying to remember, like, because when he went out and he was, like, introducing the concept of the Chainsaw Man Church, he was like, oh, they're all laughing at me. And then, like, Fami and some other shadowy motherfucker was like, don't worry, that's the plan. So there's something going on here. That's all. I'm not even gonna... I can't even fathom what it is. It's too many layers deep. We're on 6-dimensional chess right now. But there's something happening. Fami and some other mysterious motherfucker that I once thought was death, but now I have no idea, is planning on something happening with this church, and I don't know what it is.
Oh, absolutely, and I'm sure we'll get to it. I mean, the first physical comes out here in a couple weeks of
Fuck
part
yes,
2, which is
finally.
really nice.
Yeah.
And then they'll start slowly falling in like every 2 or 3 months, because I got a couple of them pre-ordered already.
Yes.
Along with the rest of Soul Eater Perfect Editions, because I fucking love them.
They're so good, dude. They're so good.
Yeah.
Did you pre-order the Maka? The figure?
I did.
Nice.
I did. I am looking forward to getting that. I'm still waiting on my fucking Chisei figure
Really hopeful
and my
that,
Elias.
hopeful if that Maka figure sells well on Good Smile, they do like a whole run of Soul Eater characters.
I would fucking love that. I want like something to slowly replace all the fucking Funko Pops and just display the Funko Pops.
When I tell you, so like, you know, I'm continuing like, and honestly, I'm glad I've been taking so long because I don't want it to end. But I've been like reading like one volume of Soul Eater a month, basically, just like really slowly, and but I'm almost done. But I just read the part where Krona's like fully fucking crazy. Okay, Soul Eater spoilers, by the way. Just read the part where Krona fucking murders Medusa.
Yes, you're
Damn,
so
dude.
close to the end.
Yeah. Oh, and also, I love how like it's just so fucking pertinent to like modern day events, but the fact that Corona Black Blood nuked Ukraine, I can't believe that's real. Corona fights 2 Russians and then fucking moseys over the border to Ukraine and like nukes a Ukrainian city with Black Blood, and I'm like, why?
Yeah.
Why is this? Oh, and by the way, I don't know if you remember this. Death, Shinigami-sama, Death does like a false flag invasion of Baghdad because he thinks they're harboring the Kishin. Do you remember? I guarantee you that Okubo was like making fun of like Bush and Iraq. It was because that would have been around like when that was like a.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Do you remember this part? Do you remember the part I'm talking about?
Yeah, I just reread that.
I'm literally gonna make a TikTok about this, like for anime onlys. It blew. I can't believe it. They're like, hey,
it's so fucking crazy.
So we like preemptively invaded Baghdad because they even said like, oh yeah, there were anti-DWMA factions in Baghdad, and because Death the Kid is like, I'm be honest, father, kind of looks like we invaded them just to kind of quell the anti-DWMA factions, and he's like, and then Death is like, no, kid, I really thought the Kishin was there. And then fucking Spirit, Maka's dad, is like, yeah, Death, they kind of deserved it, bro.
It's insane. It's insane how much that series paralleled real world events.
Well, he
Still to this day.
He probably wrote it that way because that would have been like a couple years after Bush did what he did. You know, that would have been like relevant modern day events when he wrote that manga.
Yeah, for sure. Like that's what's so crazy about it. I love how I
just love that Soul Eater takes place in our world, and like that's more expanded upon in Fire Force, like where you see our world become that world. But like it's just so cool that like Soul Eater world, it's so wacky and fantastical, but like it's still real world locations like Russia, Ukraine, but it's like the wackiest fantastic. It's such a cool world. Anyway, what were you saying?
Like I love that. But there's one thing here that I really love that's setting up probably the next chapter for next week, which is probably going to also be another late review, but I don't know. I'm hoping to review it Tuesday.
I'll try to hop right in on Tuesday if you're down.
Where we're getting all the combat ready followers right outside the prayer room here, right?
Yeah, a whole.
So we're going to have.
This is fucked up, dude. This is so fucked up. And they're all gonna be like, remember, this is actually imagine if this as like a news story in our world. This is actually so fucked up. Okay.
This is literally child soldiers inside of a church
of exclusively under 18 children that are all in there. And by the way, the government really should bust this up in general. That's I'm fully on the government's side in this situation because they're in there making children fuck each other and like have babies and shit, and now they're like, all right, gather up the weapons. Children.
Yeah, some of these are probably pregnant children.
Oh my god, dude.
You know, and expecting mothers, or literal fucking new mothers, just carrying around an assault rifle.
Assault rifle in one hand and a fucking fresh
baby on its
dangling
tit in the other.
Yeah, the fucking umbilical cord still dangling out the pussy, firing a fucking AK-47.
That's what's so fucked about this.
Dude, it's actually so fucked. And I really hope that Fujimoto doesn't like quick off screen this. I want to see I want slow details of these children getting like fucking bopped in the head by the government. I see. Now that's the question: is the government going to handle this tactfully and smartly, or are they just going to fucking mow down these children?
Are you sure we're taking down the children too, sir?
Yeah, take them down.
Take the shot.
The better way to word this is this Jan 6th or Jan 6th if they were minorities? I mean, that is a pro minority statement I'm making. I'm talking about how the police are racist.
Just literally walking, the fucking shaman in,
Yeah,
hand in
exactly.
hand,
So
versus like if that was a
fellow
brown person.
God-fearing Christian American right here. I can't shoot him.
If that was a brown person, would have been like a headshot like 2 seconds
Well,
into
you
the
see,
shit.
it was a bunch of thugs. You know how we feel about thugs.
Don't be too nice to them now.
Yeah.
Bash their
seriously,
head as they get in the door.
Genuinely curious because I feel like, for the most part, I'm on the side of the government in this situation, right? I mean, that might be one of the reasons why they decided to like best of both worlds this situation. They heard wind of this like terrorist attack they're about to do. They fucking take it down before it hurts anyone. They report it as a shooting from this church, and then they're like, perfect, now we have like reason to, because you have to be tactful about this, because they can't just like go in with no reason, because remember, like half of it's like something absurd, like half of the children of the country are like part of this religion right now.
Yeah.
So it's hugely popular. So like, they have to kind of at least have like a public reason as to why they're raiding it. So like they've created that reason now. So like I wonder, the question here is this like a government that's actually trying to do good and like take down this cult, or is it like more of a, we're a government and we're threatened by the power of this cult? So, because if they're trying to do good, they might try to get in there without hurting any of these young, potentially pregnant children. But if they're just concerned about the power, they might just mow down the children. So,
right, like I'm pro child murder in this case.
I'm pro child murder in fiction. I do love it when children die in fiction, because it just really amps up the stakes.
Yeah, exactly, and that's why I said in this case, it's fictional case. I'm covering my tracks here. Don't cancel me for my takes today, please.
People don't really get canceled anymore. I think we're in a post-cancelable world. I feel like we're just inundated with terrible shit every day that no one can be canceled. I don't think it's possible anymore.
I mean, I just saw two deathcore fucking vocalists get like yeeted out of their bands for being transphobe. So that's pretty based on that part. Like, fuck those people. Yeah. They don't deserve a platform.
Right,
but
here's my hot take. I agree, they don't deserve a platform. But my hot take is that like if you're ever canceled, just pretend like it didn't happen and keep making content, and you will get an audience, because people will be like, ooh, like that negative attention will like bring more viewers to you, right? I think the people that end up getting canceled are the people that let it get to them, right? Like, look at iDubbbz before he actually started to like improve himself. He actually like was uncancelable, because he would just be like, nah, fuck you, and then keep going. You know what I mean? I genuinely think, now, most people have a heart. But if you're a sociopath and you just don't react at all to like the cavalcades of people trying to cancel you, you will be fine. Unironically.
Yeah, it's the difference between an Onision and a fucking Andrew Tate.
Yeah. Well, now that's where it's like, okay, are we getting canceled, or are we just committing crimes going to prison? Right? like I don't know, because he'll come out and be like, I'm being canceled, and it's like, nah, dog, you're actually being taken to prison for sex trafficking. There's a difference there.
Still somehow has a fucking audience, though. Still somehow has a fucking audience full of loyal fucking morons.
What No Pussy does to a motherfucker, in full,
it's taken down by a teenager.
Full tilt. What No Pussy does to a motherfucker. Okay, like the most No Pussy energy. It's insane. His fan base.
It's debatable between Musk and him, who has more No Pussy energy.
I'd say easily Andrew Tate. Because at least Musk, some people fall into the Musk pipeline that are just like, ooh, tech, like stupid, annoying NFT tech bros. Andrew Tate fans are actually all people that are like, if I'm angrier and meaner, I'll get pussy. Maybe if I go to the gym for 12 hours a day, I'll get pussy. Maybe it's because I'm too nice and I don't get pussy.
Maybe if I just do some toxic positivity on myself and then just further myself with red pill based activities, I'll get some pussy.
Why is he? Why is he talking like that? Why is this hypothetical character?
Because I'm doing like internet voice.
He's got like the square glasses and like the taped fucking brim of the glasses. Like I can
Yes.
just picture the character you're voicing right now. And his name is Poindexter.
I kitten. I sent you more money for your feet pics. Please, please,
God,
let me
he's
fuck
fucking,
you.
He's fucking man. Is it Mandark from Dexter's Lab?
Damn it.
Yeah.
Fuck, man. That's a deep cut for me. God damn.
You know, the voice actor of Dexter is going to be at the con this year.
I know. That's going to be so fucking cool.
By the way, you know tomorrow, the Galactic Toys and Alpine is doing a signing with the two voice actors that voice two of the main characters from Final Fantasy 15.
God damn it.
You can, yeah, it's right on Alpine. It's Prompto and Noctis.
Yeah, I saw that, and that's also Tuxedo Mask too. Like,
There are a lot of people.
Robbie
One of them
Draymond,
is I think
Robbie
one of the-
Draymond's
one of the
Tuxedo
Jujutsu Kaisen
Mask.
characters.
Yeah, forget which one, but yeah, I wish I would be there.
Can't? Oh right, you're in a different state.
Yeah, I'll be flying to fucking Texas.
Hey, if anyone happens to be nearby Grand Rapids, Michigan, and wants to look up the Alpine Galactic Toys. Oh, wait, no, this won't be uploaded by time. Never mind.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
You could have met us there. You were too late. You should have seen into the future. No,
Met you probably.
the real thing that you can meet us at. I will always
Grand
say
Rapids
this
Comic
because
Con.
all I want in my life is to have a fucking meet a fan in real life. That'd be so fucking cool. Grand Rapids Comic Con. Google it, find it, be there. Message us.
You'll
on our
find both
Discord.
of us.
Message us on our Discord, and we'll fucking meet. We are small enough where it's not weird to hang out with our fans, but we will not.
We
fuck you.
won't
It's very
turn into
important. We will not
What
Tobuscus
was
you.
it?
You will not be fucked by us, no matter how much you beg and plead. We will not fuck you. Vex, you're being too quiet. Vex, you cannot fuck them.
I wanted to build a little tension there for you to react.
I will not.
No, please God.
I will not
My-
be involved.
But like, we won't turn into Kaiten. What was it, Kaisen or
No,
whatever
I
the fucking
I wanna
dude?
fucking hang. I want to hang with our fans. Unless
Yeah.
you cringe. In which
That would
case
be
I'll
re-
like,
that would
"Nice
be
to meet
really
you," or
awesome. Like just don't turn into like what Blarg had to deal with while he was getting his car repaired. Jesus Christ, I felt secondhand
Did you
embarrassment
see
for
that
him.
video of I think it was Sneeko meeting one of his fans? Did you see that video?
I saw that.
It was like fuck,
That's
the,
what
fuck
kind-
the transgenders.
And you can see like the secondhand embarrassment on Sneeko's face even in fucking
He's
public. Like,
because one of them's like fuck the women, and he's like no, we love women, and it's like yeah, dude, see your fucking fandom is a bunch of incels. You're trying to push yourself out there. It's
you fucking created this hell you're in, man.
that was
like-
like iDubbbz' story is that he had like way too many interactions like that, and he was like, ew, what have I fucking created?
Right. Like maybe Sneeko will, get a little bit of brain power. I don't fucking
Doubt it.
feel that though.
Yeah.
But like I hope for the best for every creator. That's what I was saying in that fucking video I did
every
on my
person
channel.
in
Like,
general, everyone can second chance.
Yep.
Do we have final thoughts so I can go to sleep?
yeah, no, I gotta get ready to catch a flight. So I want to see what this founder's reaction is going to be when the fucking feds come knocking. Like
FBI
that'll be
open
FBI open up. That's got to be our intro for the next one.
Depending on what happens.
yeah.
Okay, we need to get a bunch of. I'm trying to think. I'll Photoshop a bunch of pregnant children getting mowed down by a couple.
All you gotta do is look up 16 and pregnant
Ew.
or
Ew.
like
I hate it.
fucking shit. But like
'Cause I'm 16. Okay, do you remember that fucking show, Cartoon Network?
yes, like
Okay.
I literally tweeted out like from the alt like I thought it was a fever dream that only I had experienced.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
so glad other people
I
are doing it
watched
because I've
16.
seen fan art of it on
Yeah,
Twitter
yeah,
again.
Yeah, I watched fucking 16. Anyway, okay, so like literally, next video we have graphic.
I will be home that day. Actually, I'm
Amazing.
looking at my schedule.
graphic SWAT team mowing down groups of people, gritty film with.
Just get some
16
body cam
coming to
footage.
find my way, got a new job at the start of them all today. Playing over it.
Literally, just take some cop body cam footage. Goddamn, it's out there.
Yeah. I mean, like just like a graphic, horrific footage with like the Teletubbies intro playing over it.
Yeah, or just the Uvalde
And that-
shooting footage.
And that room over there is the chainsaw daycare room where we huck our infants into a room with a bunch of toys and we don't talk to them for 5 years. Whichever one survives gets to be the next generation.
And with that, peace.
And the cops knock in and shoot them. Pee pee poo poo vagina. Well, Vex, Chainsaw Man, by the way. Well, Vex, we had a one of the things I asked in the last video was, is this going to be the type of SWAT raid where the goal is just spray and pray, mow down the children, or is this going to be like, hey, no, we actually do want to save these children from the cult? And I'm proud to say that we got a little bit of both.
Yeah.
I think it seems like the main goal, because they say, okay, we're gonna send one guy in from the front, one guy in from the back, right? And I see why they did that, because if they sent Katana Man in from the front, he would have just killed all the kids. I have no doubt in my mind. Just slices them all in half like Quan style. So they sent in my new favorite British boy. We don't even have a name for this motherfucker yet. For now, we'll call them Halloween Lasher Luke. Does he still watch these?
I don't know.
You better, bitch. That's our only British fan, maybe. Hey, if you're British and you're not Lasher Luke, tell me in the comments. And if you're British and you are Lasher Luke, you can also tell me in the comments. What was I gonna say? But anyway, they send him in, and like it seems like I love this character already, because it seems like he's one of those characters who, like, for the most part, is like a kind of like a peaceful. He's clearly a fiend, right? He's a devil taking over a human corpse. And I shouldn't even say he, because they're like, and Fujimoto is just pumping out androgynous characters left and right.
I love it.
He's doing God's work, truly. But he gives me the vibe of like someone who is like mostly peaceful. Like you see, I mean, the whole time he's not hurting them. He's like nailing them to the wall to like discombobulate, disarm them, right? But he's got like his little hard lines, and one of his hard lines, he's like a strict nanny teacher. Like that's the vibe I'm getting, like a nanny strict teacher thing. And like so like like on some like, can I go to the bathroom? You mean may I go to the bathroom? Bashes his skull in. I love it. I love him so much.
Honestly, this is some fresh they them pussy of a character, and I love it. I don't know what to think of the fucking the absolute stereotypical British wording here. Like, oh my goodness, what's this?
They're only Muppets.
Only Muppets.
Okay, I can finally tell you what character he reminds me of. Okay, so if you guys are looking at our overly cluttered desk here that I will keep adding to. Until I physically cannot, okay? I've added Rainbow Quartz 2.0, the fusion of Pearl and Steven. Did you ever see that fusion, Vex?
No, I did not.
So Pearl and Steven, when they fuse, they literally become like the fucking, like the it's like the chimney sweep from fucking Mary Poppins, basically. And he's like they're very like, okay, boys and girls, today we're gonna learn about this. And there's a whole episode where that fusion is babysitting Onion, and like it's the exact same vibe. Like they're like, you know, Onion's trying to kill himself as little children do, and they're like, no, don't do that, you silly little child, you know. And so that's the voice I just like imagined this for this entire thing, and I just love that. Because the whole time I'm like, this is literally just Rainbow Quartz. Like, that's entirely what this is, until the very end, when he bashes the child in. And I'm like, and there's the Fujimoto twist. There's the little... And, like, what makes that so funny to me is, you know, there's going to be some guy, some, like, Division 7 public government guy that has to do the paperwork on this mission. And it's like, you know what? We saved all the kids except for one. It's like, well, what happened? You know, crossfire, but there's a lot of bullets. You know, it couldn't be helped. It's like, I don't know, man. It looks kind of like a hammer wound to me. No. That's a bullet. There's a big caliber rifle.
Wouldn't that have just remove the brain instead of bashing it in. Nope. Definitely a bullet wound. Sorry.
I just look because like the vibe that you get is that the goal of this mission, and credit to Japan's government here in this story, the goal of the mission was to save the children, right? But like he got a little popped off. That one's gonna be covered up, I think, because like I assume this reminds me of like what Makimo was doing with her division when Makimo was still around. It was like it's an experimental division. We're gonna have fiends. We're gonna have hybrids. We're gonna try shit out. But if anything goes wrong, we're shutting it down. So this feels to me like a new version of that. And I imagine if they found out that he hammered a child's head in, it wouldn't go too well. So they're probably going to just sweep that one under the rug and be like, no, unfortunate casualty. You hate to see it. Well, can we have our child's body? Nope, already cremated him. Sorry.
Yep. Absolutely. It's nothing we can do, but we pay for the funeral costs as well.
Of course. Yeah.
Japan's doing what our own government can't here in America. It's protecting the kids.
Yeah. Anyway, fuck Katana Man. I don't give a fuck. I don't know where the hype for Katana Man is coming from other than pure nostalgia for you fucks. He was the least interesting villain in all of fucking part 1. I don't care. Fuck Katana Man. I'm all about this random British fiend. I love him. He's my boy. He is the star of this chapter. Ooh, Katana Man. The only thing I like about Katana Man in this chapter is how salty he is. That about Chainsaw Man, because he I don't know if you saw this on Twitter. It was a very funny little comic where it was the idea. It was like the other hybrids recruiting Katana Man to like this mission or not not the hype, because the other hybrids are in the church. It was the public safety division recruiting Katana Man, and he was like, I'll never work with you guys, and they're like, okay, I guess we'll have to do the raid on Chainsaw Man Church without you, and he's like, wait, did you just say Chainsaw Man Church? And he's like, I'm in. Fuck those motherfuckers.
Oh god, I missed that one. I saw the one where they were all just like had social media and just like a diet Twitter, and he's just like, fuck Chainsaw Man.
Well, that's why I like. It's funny because like he says something like, there is no justice. Speaking of justice, we have yet again the Justice Devil. The Justice Devil is slutting it up, as we've mentioned before, just fucking handing out contracts like a hooker on a back alley. I don't know where I was going with that.
It's just like the $5 sucky back in. It's just like, hey, I'll just $5. I'll make it feel good.
So what do you think the Justice Devil? Because like we know that like the Fox, was it the Fox Devil that Aki was working with? Mm-hmm. So like he got to like, was it like live in his? No, that was Future. What did the Fox Devil take? Was he like eating his body slowly or something? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. So like, what do you think? Justice Devil is making contracts out the ass, like just going ham. And I'm wondering, there's two possibilities here. Either A, Justice Devil is just slamming those contracts out, or B, the people that make the contracts with the Justice Devil just keep dying, so they keep making new ones. You know what I mean? Like, fuck, my guy died. Let me just make another one. Either way, I'm curious what they're getting from the contract. Go ahead.
I honestly don't know. Like, I think Justice just wants to have an embodiment of justice out there, but all of his people are so weak-minded and just arrogant.
I like that way of looking at it. It's like, okay, so like, remember in Death Note when Ryuk drops his Death Note and Light at first assumes that it's like some gift from God. It's like, oh, did you give this to me because I'm like so smart and awesome and shit? And then Ryuk's like, nah, dude, I just fucking dropped it. And so it's like that, but if it was what Light thought it was, right? That's a kind of a cool idea. Justice Devil's like, I want an embodiment of justice out there to enforce justice. And I guess they just believe in the concept of justice so much that they're willing to enable all of these rando people's justice. Maybe that's an interesting way of looking at it.
That's how I've been feeling since like chapter 1 of part 2. It's like, oh, this devil just wants some justice out there, and kind of like a little bit of Law and Order-esque world.
They just want to slam the world full of vigilantes.
Yeah, I mean, and the world of Chainsaw Man desperately needs that, obviously.
Yeah, to an extent, yeah, because the government can't handle there's like devil attacks every fucking 2 hours, essentially, so yeah.
Exactly. So
obviously, there's a danger with vigilantes, because they can be fucking crazy, or like, but yeah.
I mean, it's the difference between a Batman and a Homelander, okay?
Both would be, well, yeah, I mean, actually, technically, Homelander is technically under like an organization, but they can't really control him very well, can they?
Nope. I mean, he liquefied an entire press conference, right? No, they can't.
No, wasn't that like in his head, that scene? Wasn't
It was in his
something
head,
he
but
wanted
yeah.
to do? Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, like, I would not blame him either. Like, Justice for Homelander 2023.
Let's get out of here.
Homelander did nothing wrong.
Oh God,
He's
the
best
worst
boy.
character to make that argument with. But yeah, I mean, there's really not a lot. This is a very short chapter, which is fitting for this double review that this will be. You know, I mean, we have the church leader who's like, these guns are holy and granted to us by God, so when you murder people with it, he won't be mad. Go ahead, do it up. It's like, wow,
It's
when you put
like-
it that way.
It's literally like a fucking full-on cult at this point. It's
Oh,
not
it
a
is.
church, it's a full-on cult.
What's the difference? Okay.
Thank you. Religion is a cult.
This is why. No, I just don't believe in organize. The extent to which religion should be organized should be like little side shacks full of like no more than 50 people, where you just organize and read the Bible and like eat good food and then go home. Once it's fucking mega churches, you've gone too far. Wait, go back.
Everybody, put $100 bill in the tide.
Oh, and if you're
so I can
taking
buy
money,
my
suck my dick. Yeah.
so I can buy my 18th private jet in my 5th mansion, please.
If you're
I
a
need
church,
fuel.
under my perfect world, if you're a church and you take money, that shit better go to a fucking charity. You gotta be using that shit for like in betterment of the world, okay? If you're building fucking houses in Zimbabwe with that shit, I just made up a random country, by the way. Do not even come at me with racism accusations. I just thought of the first country I could think of. Zimbabwe. It sounds fun to say. Zimbabwe.
the home of Ugandan knuckles after Uganda goes away.
Every time I say it, it makes me sound more racist. Zimbabwe. Listen, okay, we have to come back. We have to make this okay with a couple white people jokes. You tell me a white joke now.
Absolutely not live
What
with
do
the
you mean?
consequences.
We're
of your
both white. We can do that. That's unironically better than what you just did with the fucking voice and the clicking. Tell me a white joke right now.
This is literally what would happen if the right wing would have their fucking way, and you cannot convince me otherwise. They would be idolizing these guns like they're holy relics.
White people bad at cooking. Uses no spices. Everything they cook tastes like chicken broth. There we go.
And me, who literally uses all of the spice.
Yeah, dude. Oh yeah. Well, we're good white people. We're the good ones.
Yeah.
We are. It's facts. Unironically, I am gatekeeping whiteness. You cannot be white unless you're me.
I don't know what's worse now. I really don't.
You can't be white unless you're. I have a list of personality prescriptions, and you have to follow at least half of them in order to be an honorary white person. If not, you're just a Republican, which is now a new race that we are going to racially genocide today.
And we just need to hire the Chainsaw Man Church for that.
For legal reasons, joke, etc. Okay.
Okay, Beauty Pie, calm down.
Remember, folks, it's okay to be racist if the race you're racist against is Republicans. Unironically, it's one of my favorite, like, you know, some people will make the dumb argument that, like, built into humanity is this, like, tribalism, this, like, urge to, like, have an out-group, an other group. And I say to that, if that's true, then make your out-groups based on shit that people can control. Racism is stupid because it's hating people based on things they can't control, right? Ooh, they were born with a different skin color. If you're going to hate them for that, that's fucking dumb, okay? What you should hate people for is for things they can control. That guy is a rapist. Hate him. That guy is, I don't know, really, he's a terrible boss and he underpays his employees. Hate him. And that guy is a Republican. He made the choice to vote Republican. Hate him. Moving on. Be racist towards Republicans. That is my message for today.
I mean, that is your message most days. And it's a valid message.
I just want to put it out there. You know, I really want to, like, interject that into the public mind. You know, I think if
it's a
yeah.
valid one to interject into the public.
I think if we hated them more, we need to. I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted. I hate them so much. They're so bad. Vosh has a whole video about how, like, So have you heard about how there was a study that came out recently? This is actually going to make this conversation interesting. There's a study that came out recently about like what men and women find to be red flags in dating, and it's so beautiful. Okay, being a MAGA Republican, something like 77% of women consider that a red flag. This is
beautiful.
Isn't that fucking awesome? And like, it's an unfortunate reality, but like, a lot of the motivations of young men is in their entire lives is to get pussy. Okay, so if they're not getting pussy, that's going to be a huge like wake up call. You know, so Vosh has this whole video about how like women do not like subject yourselves to like, because a lot of women will like do this like, oh well yeah, we disagree politically, but he's nice to me. It's like, no dude, like you don't want to date someone that you have polar opposite politics to. That's a terrible idea.
So if you just reject them of the pussy, they'll eventually turn to the left.
Not always. I mean, there's two directions they can go. They can self-reflect and realize, like, oh man, why do I have no friends? Well, it's because of my terrible beliefs. Or they can go the hard in the opposite direction and become like a fucking like terrorist incel guy. You know, like I remember, obviously to a much less extent, I used to be very confused on the trans stuff. You know, I was never like openly hateful, but I remember thinking like, it kind of creeps me out. I don't like the idea. And it was the women in my life, one of which I had a crush on, telling me, well, here's why those beliefs are problematic. And it's so interesting because like it started off, and I'll fully admit this, and it makes me sound like a scumfuck, but like it's unfortunate, but like the reality of like how people get to like good positions is like sometimes it starts off in like a very self-serving way. The first time I started like just kind of like it started off with me like, okay, well, I'll just say less transphobic shit because I don't want to make this woman I like not like me. And then it's went from there to becoming a genuine belief and understanding it more and being like and seeing her point. And it unironically came from the women in my life making me better. Like a lot of what men do is just trying to impress women. You know what I mean? It's unfortunate, especially when you're young. You know. So.
Oh yeah.
This all leads to what I'm saying. Public ostracization. I don't know how to say that word. Right. Like,
ostracization.
You need. To, we cannot. If someone today. These days is like voting for Trump, they shouldn't have any friends. I believe it wholeheartedly.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it should make you feel better because I was doom scrolling on TikTok as you do at 4 a.m.
I mean, he just had a fucking speech today where he said shoplifters should be shot on the way out of the store. And like no one even covered it because it's just like an everyday average thing that Trump says. I mean, like,
yeah.
Like, it's insane.
Yeah. Well, at least from what I'm seeing, a lot of even like the regular, like what used to be considered MAGA is stopping agreeing with his views.
Oh, that's why I say people who vote for Trump today, right? I can understand that there were people who voted for Trump in 2016 because they kind of, they heard some of the populist things he said. You know, he was the only Republican that said we're not going to cut Social Security. He kind of spoke to those things. He was lying, but he spoke to those things. And he was kind of hiding his power level back then, right? Nowadays, when his entire campaign is just about like overturning democracy, he's like openly said we need to rip up the Constitution so that he can like remain president. You know, I mean, all the anti-trans stuff, anti-gay stuff. You know, like I mean, just the list goes on and on. If you're voting for him, and now, because yeah, the list of people who are like hardcore fans of him now is like it's pretty low now. We're down to like maybe 30% of the country. Those people are. I mean, I always want to believe in the ability to like come back, but like some of them, I wonder if they're too far gone because it's just like how can you? I just can't fathom it. Like I can fathom it. Someone voting for like Chris Christie, you know what I mean? Like or George Bush, like bad people, terrible politics. But like okay, you know, maybe they're super into guns and they're scared about the gun thing. Maybe they really find abortion bad. Okay, but nowadays, I mean, like you're actually just voting for a guy who's like. One sentence away from saying like we should execute leftists on the street. You know, it's crazy.
No, like I would not be shocked if that's his next speech. It's like if you vote for the left, we're just going to gun you down.
There was that thing where the official like government of Florida put out a message saying that socialists weren't welcome in Florida, and they were. Do you remember that?
Fucking Christ, yeah.
You know, and I will take a moment to address my potential hypocrisy before the comments do. I know I did just make a joke about genociding Republicans. I don't really mean that. Obviously, it's just kind of how I cope. It's just kind of how I cope with it, with how angry it makes me. But also, there's a level of if they're doing it, self-defense, But I mean,
Exactly.
it's all talk from me. I'm a baby. I've never even held a gun, I'll leave.
You have in a skit.
That's true. That's true. It was heavy. I'll leave the genociding to Vex.
Okay, good on you.
I mean,
for
are you
legal
down?
reasons,
I'm gonna be a thought leader. Okay, I'll be like the guy who does the speeches and like.
grabs AR-15 off wall.
I'm gonna be a thought leader. I'm gonna be like, and here's why I'm here to justify the genocide that you are about to participate in. This speech is so that you don't feel as bad and you ignore the little voice in your head that we call a conscience.
You're the leftist Hitler.
Yes. Mao? Stalin? There's a couple options there. No, I'm kidding. Listen, I'm just fucking...
This video gets age-gated without even being
No
monetized.
doubt. No doubt. Okay, all right. I'm going to do one more disclaimer, and then we're going to get back to Chainsaw Man, okay? All memeing aside, I'm taking out irony because people don't know how to fucking read irony. I just think Republicans need to be beaten so bad in the polling and stuff, and like in politics, that their party is like made irrelevant, because anytime they're in office, they make people's lives worse, other than rich people.
Honestly, I mean, look at the lifers. We just lost one of our lifers, honestly.
Yeah. Hey, you talking about Dianne Feinstein?
Yes.
Yeah. She wasn't a Republican, though.
But her fucking views lined up with them. Like, she was hanging fucking Confederate flags back up in California.
Yeah, she wasn't great. The only thing
she was a paper Democrat.
Yeah, she was. Yeah, I mean, my favorite moment with her is when a bunch of like little kids, like 10 to 14-year-old kids, like with the Sunrise Movement, like went into her office. They were like, please do a Green New Deal, and she was like, fuck you, little children, get the fuck out of my office, I'll kill you. Not really, but I mean, she was pretty close.
I gotta maintain all my promises from 50 years ago and just pump more oil.
She did this whole thing where she was like, how old are you? Did you vote for me? You're not my constituent. I don't have to like little kids. Hey, fuck that bitch.
Rotten piss, bitch.
I'm more excited for the Mitch McConnell death, because like with Dianne Feinstein, there's like 2 or 3 things she did that was good. So I'm like, okay, I can't like fully crab rave to this, but when like Mitch McConnell dies, or like who else?
We'll be popping champagne.
Henry Kissinger, which isn't dead still. I don't even know what's going on.
My favorite fucking my favorite like tweet from that is like the Grim Reaper with the fucking
is he even in this? Yeah, that's why I picked that name. Dude, when Trump dies, the crab rave's gonna be so loud it's gonna be busting my windows.
Like the odds of him just dying in prison are higher than him dying of old age.
It's higher every day. And like we got to get there. Because I mean, unironically, I just genuinely nervous about a potential second presidential. Because if he becomes president again, he's not going to let it go. Because if he does, you know what I mean? It's going to be the only thing protecting him from prison. You don't want to see a fucking president that cannot stop being president, otherwise his life's over. He's going to destroy the country to stay president. It's scary, bro. I hate it.
Exactly. Like that's the terrifying thought to me right now. It's like him getting back in there.
Vote for Brandon. We're Brandon Simps over here. Vote for Joe Brandon.
Vote for Joe Brandon.
That's my fucking president. And like, unironically, I'm not even just doing the whole like, I know he sucks, but like, vote for him. Have you seen? This is the politics episode. Suck my dick. Have you seen what he did with the fucking NLRB? Do you know much about like union stuff?
Yeah, I'm a fucking union member, so
Perfect.
A little bit.
Did you see? Okay, he's been doing based ass shit. Like, unironically, most pro-union based ass shit. Like, did you see his NLRB stuff?
I didn't see that. I saw he was on the picket line with the UAW, which is is the union I'm a part of. So
that's awesome. But even more importantly than that, he they're actually doing like rules changes in the NLRB that makes it much easier to start a union. I don't know.
Beautiful.
I don't know the exact details off the top of my head without reading it, but it's like if I'll probably go in and put a timestamp for people to skip politics. Don't worry.
At this point,
he did a rule where it's like, if I know a part of it is during the part where they're trying to get signatures and like leading up to an election to like if they're going to form a union or not. If the company does any sort of strike breaking or union breaking activities at all, and they get caught on that, in the past it was everything start over, do the fucking election again. Now it's if they catch you doing that, the union is automatically valid. It just happens. They don't even got to do the fucking election. So
That's beautiful.
yeah.
That will fuck Amazon in the ass.
Yep, and the best part about this is it's retroactive. So that means, do you remember how Starbucks was doing a bunch of that strike breaking? The Starbucks union has already, under these new rules, filed, and they're probably, it's looking like their unions will just be like automatically like bop.
Valid.
It's so good. I mean, like, and that's the huge thing, right? It's not even just like, ooh, Trump bad, so vote Biden. Union, like this huge explosion of like workers' rights and like huge strikes could not happen under Republicans because the Republican NLRB wouldn't allow it. They would crush it immediately. They would, you know what I mean? Like it wouldn't happen. You know what I mean? And if it got too big and it was disrupting the economy too much, Trump would probably try to send out the military to literally fucking
the motherfucker would have the Pinkertons out there. Like it's not a joke. It would be 100% that bad.
So like Biden's not perfect. Real quick, one last thing. Biden's not perfect, but God bless him for like sitting there and letting the unions do their thing rather than like going in and like interfering. Like, I mean, even Obama was pretty mid on you. I mean, he was better than a Republican, but he was not great on unions. I mean,
No.
you know, and Biden's being like actively pro-union, and I fully respect him for that.
Yeah, like a lot of unions kind of just fizzled out into irrelevancy during the Obama administration. Like,
Yep.
It's really shocking, but true.
Yeah, Obama
Like-
was a lot of talk and not a lot of action.
Unless it was involving droning brown people, then there was a lot of action.
Yeah. But yeah, so I mean, sorry
like,
about the politics. I just,
Nah. I think people come to expect that from us. At
Yeah,
this
that was a
point,
lot.
and,
Though. I'll be sure to put that. Okay, Chainsaw Man. We're back from the politics that we talked about. Honestly though, how much more is there to talk about? British Boy, Best Boy. And other than that, what the fuck else even is there?
Well, like we immediately had another death of a Justice Devil here. Like he didn't even last a whole fucking chapter.
That's
like,
why I think that the Justice Devil is just like handing out contracts like it's candy, like just to random ass mid ass people. You know what I mean?
I think he's just literally there to show off how badass the Fiends are.
Yeah,
and
of course, narratively yes, but what does it mean in universe? In universe, I think it means that they're handing out contracts like it's candy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's interesting because like even the first one lasted a little bit longer in a fight. So I wonder if his powers are draining the more this, plot continues. Like the closer to the apocalypse we get, the weaker the Justice Devil gets.
Well, I'm curious because like Fujimoto is adding a lot of elements, and like it's getting a little concerning to me because like it feels like he's doing the thing that. I'm trying to think what author usually does this. Sometimes Kubo does this a lot, but like I hate it when authors do this, where like they just keep adding and adding and adding without like concluding any of the plot lines of the stuff that we already have, right? And like it's not. I don't hate it yet, but we're getting to the point where I'm getting a little concerned. I'm like, okay, can we please like. I don't know, deal with what we have rather than continuing to add more. Like, I love it. Don't get me wrong. I love what we're seeing, but it does starting to feel like a roller coaster that keeps going up and is never going down. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, we also had a little bit of this in part one, but it wasn't to this extent, right?
In part one, it felt like everything was like segmented into these nice arcs, right? Like, so in part one, you had the Katana Man, and boom, done. And then all the characters that were relevant to the Katana Man arc were gone. And then it was like, okay, now we got the Bomb Devil. And it was so super small scale, right? You had your main rotating, you had your cast of, Makima, Denji, Aki, Power, Kishibe to train them, and then like the 3 or 4 fiends that, right, like the future devil.
Until like the Gun Fiend arc, and then
it got crazy towards the end. But it felt like there was like, okay, maybe like 5 characters you have to actually focus on for any given arc. Now it feels like there's so much in play. You know what I mean? That I'm like, okay, I'm trying to struggling to figure out because okay, we got Justice Devil. Where do they fit in on this? We know we have Fami doing something, and then whoever Fami's working with, who was like shadowing in the background.
And then we got Yoshida.
Maybe that was justice. If that's justice, that'll wrap something up. Because I originally thought that was death. Do you remember that one chapter where they're like explaining to fake Sawman? Not okay. And then there's There's two fake Sawmans. There's fake Sawman, but then there's the guy that we thought was fake Sawman, but he actually just has a prosthetic guy. He was getting explained, to by Fami and random shadowy guy in the back, like, oh, it's okay, this is the plan. I need to reread this fucking part, honestly. I really do. There's a lot of pieces and bits.
Yeah, it's a lot of pieces, but we also got Yoshida, then we got the new Squad 7, then we got all this other just random fiends, the Church of Chainsaw Man, Asa, Denji,
yeah,
Yata.
I haven't seen Asa in like 30 years. It just like, oh my god, it does feel. I don't know. Part of me does kind of miss the focus,
the simplicity.
There was a focusedness of part 1. Not saying I don't like it. I do like it, but he's got to start. Like, I need some falling action at some point. We've been in rising action for like 3 years, it seems. 1 year. Whatever.
It's only been like 5-6 chapters of this. With the church shit that's really felt like it's ramping up really, really badly. And it kind of makes you wonder, like, what's this all leading to? And it's got me confused as fuck because now we've got a lot of the pieces, coming out of the woodwork that probably have been, in the background for a while now, just kind of, plotting, which, story-wise makes sense. You got to have a lot of pieces to make this action happen, but it does feel almost like mid-level Bleach going on where you're just introducing all the fucking captains and all the lieutenants and all that shit at once.
Yeah.
It's the difference between like the fucking like Waco Mundo arc and the fucking Soul Society arc,
The arc I always think of is Fullbring, right? Like Fullbring, like he just kept introducing more characters, and we didn't like any of them, and it felt like instead of like let's go back to the characters we like, he just like more. But like, no, good news is I'm liking most of them, especially this British guy. But it's like, dude, okay, like it feels so weird to like we focused on these hybrids are back, and like this is why I'm confused because like there was this whole narrative about like we are I'm the flamethrower hybrid, and do you want the starter or not? It was we're gonna kill you, but then the division comes in and stops it, and it feels like they keep setting things up just to like cut them short. And I mean maybe I have to assume he knows what he's doing, but it's getting confusing to me. I'm starting to be like, where's this going? Like,
yeah,
I
you're not the only one
goal
either.
in mind. Yeah, because we had like a clear goal in part 1. It was we were leading towards the Gun Devil and Denji's overall happiness, I guess. And I guess we're still kind of leading towards Denji's overall happiness, at least.
Yeah, and we're leading towards the apocalypse this time.
Yeah, and at least I had, like, Denji Asa to latch onto, but then that's kind of... I'm sure that'll come back, but, like, that's been drifting for a while. I'm curious... I don't know, man. It's frustrating. Like, and like, the chapters are so damn short, and, like, oh, my God.
And now we got 2 weeks before the next chapter, which is good for me, being on the road.
Yeah.
Bad for you, because you gotta sit here and suffer.
Fujimoto is trending in a Togashi direction where I don't know if you saw his interview where he talks about how he hates drawing. He's like sick of the drawing part. I was like, just hire an artist then. Fuck.
Yeah, I understand with like the level of detail in some of the paneling that he does.
Yeah.
I don't really think anybody else could capture that though, and I hope to hell he doesn't start using that orange service for lettering because goddamn,
well, that's
that's
not
a whole.
I read about that. That's not the authors doing that, is it? Isn't that just the people that are like translating it?
It's the translator and it's just Shueisha / Viz saying whatever, we don't care. But yeah, it's
I think some authors will have like like artistic standards that they'll hold to, and then some won't.
I definitely can understand from like a perspective for translators because a lot of series have the same translators, right? And they probably do get overworked to fuck by these companies, and that's why everybody needs a fucking union.
Yeah, true. Really, really true. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I guess finishing up, I hope that we're coming towards a moment where I feel like I know what's going on. I like not knowing what's going on, but I want to feel like the plot's
I have an
moving
idea
in a direct,
of where
yeah.
we're headed,
I feel like I'm on like a fucking tilt-a-whirl, you know what I mean? Like it's not going like, okay, we're going this way. Just kidding, they're dead, and now it's irrelevant. And I'm sure
now we're on the teacups.
Yeah.
And
they're not really
teacups
dead.
get blown up.
They're not really dead because they're hybrids. But like, I mean, maybe this will lead us into like, here's the new Division 7. I guess it doesn't feel like it's been a plot. It feels like it's just kind of been like a walkthrough museum, like a showcase. Like, oh, look at these characters, they're doing something, and now look at over here, these characters are doing something over here, completely unrelated. And I know they're related, but it's like, oh my god, please, I just want to feel like we're going somewhere.
Right, like we need a direction, and there hasn't been directionality, and that's been the confusing part the last bit.
My favorite part of this story so far has been the school shooting part and the falling devil part. Those two were the peak, and then this latest thing, and that's fine because it reminds me a bit. I had a similar thing with part 1. I didn't really reading it week to week. I didn't super like the International Assassins arc, where because that also he did something similar where like he introduced like a million fucking characters only for them to like all die like immediately, and that's the other thing. It feels like he's not killing like he used to. I need more deaths. This is some pansy bitch shit.
And they kill all the kids.
Hey, we got one dead. We got one dead this chapter. I applaud him for that.
Yeah, we just nuke the church, fucking just get rid of it.
Kill the child, drink its blood.
Do it, drink its blood, rip its spine out.
But yes,
get that adrenochrome.
All that being said, I'm sure it's going somewhere interesting, but it does feel like it feels like, what it actually feels like a little bit? Not nearly as bad because there is still quality here, but it feels like George Lucas working on the prequels, where like he's like, yeah, I'm fucking
the midichlorians.
No, not even that. I just meant like it feels like he maybe is like, yeah, dude, I'm like so fucking successful. He probably has like no editors that are like telling him what to do anymore. You know what I mean? Like in part 1, he's probably just like totally, I mean, he literally, we already know he like slammed his dick on the table and said like, I want to go to this digital, I want to go to the app, and I want to be able to do it at whatever schedule I want, because he takes breaks all the time. He does this 2-week shit constantly, so like,
and I fucking love that for him.
No, I do love that for him. That's not a bad thing. I'm just saying I'm getting the vibe that maybe he's running a little bit less of a tight ship over there, and he's basically just like not worried about pacing, not worried about anything. Like he's just like putting out whatever he wants to, which is fine. I just hope that it's going somewhere. Yeah. And
exactly.
I believe it is. I think he's a good author, but I guess I'm worried. I'm hoping that we're not in a Promised Neverland situation where like he had the first arc totally mapped out, and then everything else he was just like bullshitting because it got popular, right? That's kind of been my concern, because I remember from the beginning, I didn't get the vibe that Chainsaw Man was going to have a part 2. Remember, that was like a big thing where you and I were like, it's going to end. And everyone was like, no, it's not going to end. And then, we had we did the feud. That was the Future Devil skit we did where it was like, when's Chainsaw Man going to end? And it was like, in 2 weeks, at least part 1. You remember that?
Yeah.
And then, yeah, so I mean, like, I guess I just wonder if there was originally going to be a part 2, because it does kind of feel like he's like, it doesn't feel as tight. It doesn't feel as tight to me. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, and that's a valid concern. And I was saying, like, you're not the only one, because a couple of the members of our server are like, what the fuck is going on here? It feels a little crazy, a little wacky, for wacky's sake. And, I do agree to an extent. Like, I don't mind random haha bullshit, but I do want to have a direction in my story.
I wouldn't call it random haha bullshit. It doesn't feel like random haha bullshit. I would call Adventure Time Season 1 random haha bullshit. But like this is like, there's stuff happening, but it doesn't feel like a plot that's moving forward. It feels like a plot that's like I said, like on a tilt-a-whirl, where like every time you think you're going in a straight direction, it turns, and it turns again, and it turns again, and it turns again.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, I guess, how do I want to put this? Yeah, I mean, it's entertaining, at the very least. I'm not saying anything bad. I still really love reading it. Luckily it's a very easy read. It takes 0 effort to read it, so it's like it would have to get very bad for me to not read it. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying, like, I'm hoping that we're just in like this weird little middle chunk where I'm like, okay, where are we going with this?
Let's find a direction.
Yeah. Let's stop introducing new characters for 2 seconds and deal with the things we've already set up, please.
Yeah. And I'm sure we'll get back on track to something like that at some point soon.
Yeah.
Because this kind of, does feel like the International Assassins arc to me, yeah, so I guess
Bomb Devil would be like falling, would be the falling devil, and then the school shooting would be, maybe, would that be Katana, or was there something before that?
Katana was first, then the Bomb Devil.
I'm trying to like attach them to part 1, right?
Oh.
So like So
I'd say the initial arc would be the Katana Man
what
stuff
was the
still.
initial arc? I'm trying to remember what happened up and it's all a blank until the school shooting shit. Was that the first thing? I don't remember.
The school shooting.
Oh, then
would-
there was the aquarium.
Yep, the aquarium would be like that theater bit leading up to
The aquarium
bombed
would
up.
be because they actually did deal with the Infinity Devil in the first one too, when they were in that like endless hotel or whatever. Okay, yeah. So it's possible we're just in like a big old setup phase.
Yeah,
We'll see.
just kind of trying to put some minds at ease there. Like it is fitting the same structural pattern. It just feels weirder reading it week to week, and with the amount of shit that's going on at the.
I remember
at the
being
moment.
confused reading the International Assassins part week to week. Yeah, we'll see. Like, I feel like every week it's like, wow, the plot has moved an inch. You know?
Yeah. Sometimes not even an inch.
And like the last 2 chapters felt, and it's okay to have this occasionally, but it did feel like very fan service, where it's just like it feels so anti Chainsaw Man. Quan's back, Katana Man's back. It's like this is not what I ever expected from Chainsaw Man, which is fine. But like I even saw a meme where it was like, 3-4 years ago, Jujutsu Kaisen fans all being happy, like, oh, look at all these characters, I love them, and then Chainsaw Man characters like super depressed because they're all dying, and then now it's the reverse. Jujutsu Kaisen fans are like all sad, and then Chainsaw Man's like, all these characters are back.
Well, I mean, the only character that matters in Chainsaw or in JJK is dead now because Gojo got murked. So R.I.P. JJK.
You know what though? I respect that though. The author, like that's a ballsy move. You have to appreciate.
Giji's life is in danger the second that law goes in a place where they gotta reveal their fucking identity.
I really
though.
hope that there's some like loophole they can find. I hope they're fucking contacting lawyers hard right now.
Because the fucking rabid fangirl of JJK is going to go after them for killing Husbando number 1.
If I'm a mangaka, a good chunk of my money is going towards bodyguard service at this point.
The same with VTubers. Like I feel so bad because it's such a stupid fucking law.
I think it's just they're not considering, like, they're just like so disconnected from it that they're not considering like the importance of anonymity. No, I'm not making excuses. I'm just saying I don't think that they're like being hostile towards those professions. I think that it's just another classic case of politicians probably being very what's the word, like out of touch, right? They're like, because think about a boomer, right? A boomer would be like, well, why do you got to be anonymous? What are you hiding? It's for the same shit, I'm sure, like over there in Japan.
Yeah, that's the thing I respect Mitt Romney for like stepping down at the end of his term. Like, we need somebody younger in here that actually can make decisions that affects their lives.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Finally, a motherfucker that's like, I do not want to be here until I die.
Right.
Think of some sort of final wacky thing to say to end off this video, because I think we're done. I think we're done talking.
Like, Chainsaw Man churches in Texas, right? Because that's the only place you'd see this many guns.
No, that was not wacky enough. Let me think. Hold on. David. I'm sorry, I just dead named you. That was total accident. I apologize. Sometimes it lives in the back of my brain. I apologize.
I mean, you've known me as both, so it makes sense. It's in the background.
Vex. What if you could fuck any fictional character right now? You snap your finger, they come, they're ready, they're pre-lubed. Who?
Yoruichi still to this day.
Damn, boy. I mean, like, a good choice, but a basic bitch choice.
Listen. Look at those cheeks, okay?
Yeah.
Tell me you do not want to slide in the
You know who I've been thinking of lately, and she is legal. Because Fiona and Cake, she's like an adult, like with a 9-to-5 job and shit. I've been really... Fiona's thick, bro. She's looking thick in that new season.
I respect it. I respect it.
Love it. And she's like wacky. She's silly wacky in the way that I like. Like, there's a scene that I love where she gets fired from her like bus touring job, and like the boss is like sees her doing some shit and runs up to her on the sidewalk, and she's like, I'm gonna need your name tag and your uniform, you are fired. And she starts like, she's all like screaming and mad, like, fine, and she like starts taking the uniform off on the sidewalk, like, and she's just like in her panties on the sidewalk, and her boss is like, God, no, Christ, pull your pants back up. She actually does say Christ too, because it's TV-14 now.
God, yeah, I love that it's TV-14.
Yeah. But yeah, so like she's like very silly, wacky, and very tomboy, and I am like so
That
so
fits
into
your that fits your aesthetic. Like Yoruichi would just throw me around like a rag doll, and that's what I need right now. So
Yeah. Oh yeah, the type of people. Because another character I really like is the main girl from Undead Unluck. I think she's very cute. But if she touches me, I will die. So that's cool.
yeah, I mean, just use some gloves like Aki would with Angel.
Same shit. Yeah. I mean, surely that would work for condom, right? But I'd have to fuck her with like jeans on because like my dick sticking out of the like zipper hole, condom on, because we can't have skin contact anywhere. I'd have to be in like a beekeeper's suit with my dick sticking out of the hole.
In a double wrapped condom, because
yeah.
one
if
might
it breaks
break.
and then an anvil falls on me, Looney Tunes style. Bonk.
I love that you thought this out because you like Fuko as a character.
I love her. I'm actually really excited. I know that you started to hate that series, but I am going to, when the anime comes out, I am going to watch it because I was always morbidly curious where it went. I agree with you that it like. Though as much as I read it, don't spoil me by the way, because I am genuinely curious to see where it goes. But I always really liked the power system. I thought the power system was really clever. In that
Power
series.
system's cool.
Yeah. Don't spoil me now.
There's one chapter that made me start hating it, and
nothing
then it
past
went
chapter
downhill.
20. Don't tell me anything about chapter. Yeah.
Well, it's like 54ish where I'm like,
no,
I'm done.
Okay. Yeah,
So
no,
probably
we'll
season 2.
We'll have to see what happens. I'm curious. And my buddy Andy really likes it. Like Andy, right? We've talked about him.
Yeah.
The guy that made your boop hammer.
Yep.
Yeah, he got super into it. He's like even buying all the manga and shit. Like, and he like never buys manga. The only other manga he's bought is like an old series called Zombie Loan. Does this sound familiar to you?
Nope.
Yeah. Was it Zombie Loan? I want to make sure I'm not.
Zombie Powder.
No. Zombie Powder is Type Kubo.
Yep.
The series he bought is Zombie Loan. Yeah, I don't remember much about it, but yeah, he bought that. Any Zombie Loan fans in the comments?
Never heard of it, so don't know if any of our fans have heard of it. But like that's interesting. Like the fact that he's actually buying physical volumes, I respect it.
He's liking it a lot. He's also considering doing a cosplay from Undead Unluck in next year's con.
Good for him. Like he has the talent to do all of that shit himself. I like lurk his creation.
He's got a Twitter. Do you follow it?
Yeah, I lurk his
just
Twitter.
Follow it. Why wouldn't you just follow him?
Because I followed him from the channel account.
Dude. Thanks for. I had to explain to him that I don't fucking post from there that often because he was like, "Why are you guys cringe?" And I'm like, "That's Vex actually."
It's not just me. It's also the mods.
And Luke. I love you, Luke, but cringe.
I keep
all the memes you post on that page are fucking terrible, bro. I'm sorry.
I have 2 phones now, one for work related shit and tour related shit, and one for personal because I had to separate my lives.
Vex, Luke, I love you both, but like the memes you post on that, it's looking like 2009 fail blog here. You know what I mean? Like you're showing your age. You guys are both fucking in your 30s, right? Isn't because Luke is also old, right?
Yeah, Luke and I are the same age, separated by a couple months.
Showing your fucking age. Your memes, the quality of your memes are like fucking 2007.
Bitch, you're also logged in. You can also post from that account.
Okay, I'm gonna post a spicy fucking meme next time I get a good chance. Yeah, see, I'm on TikTok, so I see all the new memes. I'm caught
I'm
up.
on trans TikTok. All my memes are about HRT.
All your memes are egg.
Yeah,
that's all you got. Egg.
I got egg, and I got like, why do I hate my body?
I'm not really feeling like myself today.
The town inside me.
Absolutely. Okay, on that note,
bye.
Egg. It's like a sermon at church, and your life is being changed. Like you're fucking...
lesbians.
No. Not even. Body language. I want you to be like, but lesbians. And just get more intense with it until you're like fucking frothing. Lesbians.
Oh God, what the fuck was that?
I don't know. I do not know. And we'll do that for maybe like 10 seconds. And then just like on my mark, I'll be like, oh, and when I do that, just be like, yeah. After like 10. So yeah, we'll do the lesbian for like 10 seconds. I'll go, and then we'll go, yeah. Okay. Let me see if I can get a demon video up.
I love how both the Blink-182's new songs are on there.
Damn, those motherfuckers still making music.
Well, look at fucking NSYNC is up there too with First We
Demon.
Feast.
Demon Circle. Oh my god. Demon summoning. Summon circle. No, I don't want. How to basic.
Like, only knowledge I have of how to basic is the fucking Fortnite rap
Alright,
from
fuck
Dan
it.
Bull.
I'm just doing it in post. I'm not fucking with this. How do I get rid of this?
You click down there on hosting, I think, and then it will let you.
Ooh, oh, dude, we can play Discord Bobble Bash.
Oh
We can
my
play
God,
Gartic Phone.
yes.
Alright, how do I get rid of this?
Try that. I think maybe if I just leave, and then you can just go down to the little start an activity and hit leave, as well. The little rocket ship.
I see the rocket ship.
then
Leave
click-
activity.
There you go.
Wow.
I do Discord a little bit more than you.
Which is never. Yeah, once Discord was cool and it got too big. Let's see here.
What? There's 93 people in here, and only like 20 of them are active at any time.
So yeah, just jive with it, you know, lesbians. And start.
Lesbians.
Okay, but it's very important. We need to build off of each other's energy, kind of like a Super Bunny Man intro, right? Start slow,
Yep.
start quiet, right? So like we want to start like lesbians,
Lesbians.
and then it gets like more and more intense until we're going crazy, and then yeah, okay. So okay, we're filming, so I guess we'll say okay, 3, 2, 1, lesbians,
Lesbians.
lesbians,
Lesbians.
oh lesbians,
Lesbians.
lesbians, yeah, lesbians.
Lesbians.
What happened? Where's my video? What happened?
I don't know. We
Where's
lost
my
it at
video?
the end.
What happened?
We lost it at the end there.
That's so sad. B-roll.
B-roll for
Where's
sure.
Why did my camera turn off? It was too intense.
Go back. There we
It
go.
was too intense.
It was too good.
It was too good. All right. All right. Again. So again, you're doing this weird lesbians. I want more like. You sound like fucking Neo Cortex from Crash Bandicoot. Crash. Is that what I think it is? A pair of lesbians.
A pair of lesbians.
Wow. Okay. All right. Start off small. Bring it up. Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8. Lesbians.
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 Oh, lesbians.
Lesbians. Lesbians. Your audio died. My
Motherfucker. Everything sucks. God damn it. It didn't die on my end. Can you not hear me? I'm going to kill myself. I can hear it. It's working for me. I'm going to kill myself. Real life.
Yeah, your audio's still dead, buddy.
Real life, kill myself. Can you hear me?
There you go.
Okay, so it never disconnected on my end. I checked OBS. It's still working.
Weird. Like, it just died inside Discord. Like, I couldn't hear
There's
shit
so
from you.
much B-roll, dude. The B-roll is okay. I can't be moving this mic around too much. Maybe that's the issue. Okay.
Yeah, it could be.
But I have. All right, I'll just hold it.
Hold it like that.
Lesbians.
3.
Lesbians.
Lesbians.
Lord, lesbians.
Lesbians.
Lord, give us lesbians.
Lesbians.
Lesbians. Give us lesbians.
Lesbians.
Oh. Yeah. You didn't. Yeah. If you're good enough, that's what we're using. I'm not doing
Can't
this
do
again.
any more B-roll, my
I
guy.
live
You
in an
might-
apartment. I can't do that much more. And you're probably in a hotel, right?
I am in a hotel hunched in a corner.
Lesbians.
Lesbians.
That's all we got. I have enough B-roll We will.
Yeah.
We will find a way. Are we?
Yes,
yeah,
we will.
Okay, sure. Alexa.
We might as well just
living room
use
light.
this.
Lesbian.
What do you mean by lesbian?
Did you hear her?
No, I didn't.
She said, "What do you mean by lesbian?" What do you mean, Alexa? What are you, not an ally?
Are you lesbophobic?
Yeah. Okay.
Not very woke of you.
Yeah, literally. Okay, are we gonna move over to our typical audio setup?
Might as well just use this, but with a regular call since we're here.
It's the quality, dude. If we had like perfect HD quality, I'd be all for it. But this is just ugly.
Yeah, you want to go over to?
Oh, you
Skype?
mean? I'm sorry. I thought you meant like use
Yeah.
the video for the video.
No.
Yeah, that's fine.
Just
This-
turn off
this
camera.
Is super fine. Yeah. Okay, here, give me a second. Let me just switch the scene on OBS.
All right,
Lesbians.
lesbians.
That's fun.
That was.
Okay.
So you're just calling